When we started in the 70s, me and John Lyons drove from Castlereagh to Cork, Waterford, Galway, wherever you mean, drove the car down, drove her back, and the Garda stopping to let us do the manoeuvres. Just unbelievable. We really enjoyed it.
Oh, they were exciting. Throwing the cars at 30 miles an hour between two stone walls. That was a real rush.
Well, the Retro Mini is more or less what they would have cars similar, very, very similar to what they would have used back in the early 60s. But the Autotest car was much, much lighter and it's a different car. But the Retro car is very similar to a standard road car with a souped up engine.
You see, when we started it, all you had to do was John and myself and the top boys was put maybe a set of twin carburetors on, a set of Coney shocks and a 3-branch manifold. But now the cars, you're spending $3 and $4 grand, $5 grand on engines, and the thing is getting, like all the sports, it's getting very competitive and pricey.
Keep the car flowing and obviously keeping well clear of mistakes and pylons.
5-second penalty if you hit a cone and 30-second penalty then if you have a wrong test.
Once the experience you get, the experience of doing it, it comes natural.
It's not as easy as it looks and the Irish guys seem to do it pretty good.
Well, on a Sunday we used to handbrake up and down the town and the Polish used to be after us. But they always let us off and enjoyed the squeals of the tyres and things like that. So I think we're lucky, you know, we got away with it times. But I think that's what made us so competitive. We're always handbraking the cars out and then to places that nobody else would do.
The Autotest became about doing a night navigation rally, Autotest at the crossroads. And that's why I started my Autotesting. And the late Harold Hagen, he was a neighbour and I went on from him.
And of course, it was the main part of competition in events like the Circuit of Ireland.
That's right, in years gone by, yeah. And
that's where the driver's skill came in, really, wasn't it?
That's where the driver's skill came in, yeah. And then Sam Bowden came along. Sam's a neighbour of mine as well. And I have looked after Sam and Sam has looked after me. And now we're Stephen's back in there now too, my son. So he's now competing. Well, you know what he's done yourself, I'd me telling you.
Why do you think the Irish are so extraordinarily good at this?
It's the preparation of the cars, and you have Ken Irvin tweaking them and getting them all sorted out. And it's Ken that I'd hold responsible for all this success.
Remember the car that's John. Norman, is it? Over this side, Norman.